Assalamu alaikum friends, I'm Atif Ali and today I will talk about irony. Well, irony is the difference between expectation and reality. When you expect something and if it happens totally the opposite way, then this is called irony. Let's take an example of an intelligent boy. Everybody expects from him to get first position, and if he gets failed, then this is irony. Let's talk about different types of irony. Well, first type is the verbal irony. Verbal irony is the use of words to mean something different from what a person actually says. Verbal irony is divided into overstatement and understatement. The sentences like "I cannot wait to read your 2000 pages report" and "let's buy an ice cream for Ali if Ali is already suffering from cold" are examples of verbal irony. Next type is dramatic irony. Well, this type of irony occurs when the audience is aware of something that the characters in the story are not aware of. Dramatic irony can be found in Oedipus Rex, when Oedipus ordered to expel the killer of the ex-king from Thebes, but our audience already knew that the killer was Oedipus himself. Dramatic irony can be found in Romeo and Juliet. Juliet was in coma and audience knew that, but Romeo, thinking that Juliet is dead, killed himself by poisoning. There is also another kind of dramatic irony. In this type, the words of the character which they speak recoil upon them. In Macbeth, the words of Lady Macbeth to her husband after the murder of Duncan are, "A little water clears us of this deed," but in the sleepwalking scene later she says that all the waters of the ocean cannot remove the stain of blood from her hand. Well, next type is situational irony. It involves a situation between what is expected to happen and what actually happens. In The Gift of Magi, wife sells her hair and husband sells his watch to buy a gift for one another, but the gift remained useless at the end because both of them have sold the most precious thing for one another. Next type is comic irony. Well, comic irony has a connection with fate or luck. It means that when you are 100% sure about something and then fate changes it completely. Let's take the example of Titanic. When Titanic was built, the owners claimed that it is unsinkable, but fate had written something else and it sank on its first voyage. Another type of irony is Socratic irony. This irony was used by Greek philosopher Socrates. It is an irony when a person pretends to be completely ignorant about a topic in an argument, just to get an upper hand in the argument later on. Let's take the example of a teacher. If a teacher gives an assignment to the student without explaining key concepts, he would expect from the students to get full idea of the assignment, and in this way they would answer the questions of the teacher correctly. Last type is romantic irony. Well, this irony is little bit complicated. It deals with a character who is delivering a speech on a serious subject and the listeners are listening attentively, but suddenly he breaks the flow of his speech and laughs in the middle or in the end of his speech. This is what I have today. Thanks for watching.